For today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to go from thin, straight hair to really fun, full, beachy waves. So what you're going to need is a dry shampoo, for starters. Even if your hair is clean, it's just going to help the curl kind of like stick. So you really don't need a lot, just a little bit on the roots, and then really massage it in. And that's just going to add a little bit of texture, and it's going to make your hair a little easier to work with. Next, you're going to need a regular paddle brush just to brush your hair, a teasing comb, and I like to use a curling wand. Pick a larger curling wand. I believe this one is 1 inch to 1.5 or 1 3/4. Use a big curling wand. And then you're going to want some sort of light hold hairspray. So to start off, I take a section right at about ear level, and I'm just gonna section that part off and then pull the rest of my hair up and clip it out of the way. So that leaves me with this small section of hair in the back, and I'm just gonna brush that very quickly. I'm gonna take my light hold hairspray and I'm going to spray just the roots, and then I'm just going to tease just a little bit. And this just adds a little tiny bit of volume. I just need all the help I can get. I'm going to bring it into 2 parts, one on each side of my head, and then each part I'm going to section in 2 pieces. Holding my curling wand on top of my hair, so I'm going to be wrapping away from my face. I'm just going to wrap, and I'm going to leave about 1 inch to 2 inches off of the end for every curl. I'm just going to hold this for a few seconds and then let it go. So same thing on the other side, 2 sections, and I'm just going to wrap away from my face, leaving about 1.5 inches out. Now that those 4 are done, I'm just going to lightly spray them again. And then I'm going to take another section. I usually separate my hair into 4 thin sections, just that way I know that I have a lot of depth in my curls. I'm not going to tease this part, just that very bottom layer. And again, I'm just going to separate. This one I'm probably going to separate into 3 or 4 sections, depending on how much hair I have. So as you can see, I'm leaving this whole section out. You don't have to hold these curls for very long. The longer you hold, obviously, the tighter you're gonna have. So if your hair does lose its curl very easily, you might wanna hold it a little bit longer. I like to have some variation in my hair. So some of them I might hold for 5 seconds, and then some I might hold for up to 10. Just like how I'm also kind of having some of my curls a little higher, and then some I'm doing a little bit lower. It keeps it different, because it's supposed to be like a messy, fun, beachy look, not like you planned this. Even though I don't know anybody whose hair looks like this all the time, I wish. Again, hairspray. I'm not spraying a ton of hairspray into my hair. I'm just doing enough to kind of hold that curl in place. make sure that you curl all of your hair in the same direction on each side of your head. So on the left side of your head, it all needs to go in one way, and then the right side, that all needs to go one way, but they should be opposite. Always make sure that they're going away from your face. If they're coming towards your face, it's just not going to look natural at all. Okay, so now for this top portion, what I like to do is take the rest of my hair that I just curled and kind of like hold it behind my head, and then I clip it just that way all of that hair is attached back there. And I brush top of my head so it's like this, and I have all my hair kind of forward. This is the part that's tricky. I'm gonna separate a piece in the back. So see how I did that? And then I'm gonna brush it. I'm gonna spray the back of this and lightly tease. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna curl this. For these back and top sections, as long as they're going towards the back of your head, it doesn't really matter which way you curl it. Just make sure you keep that same principle where you leave the end out. I'm gonna do another one like that, and then that should be good to finish off the very back of my head. What I like to do to really add more dimension to this part is like the other way. I curled my hair going that way. So this one, I'm gonna go the opposite direction. And this is just gonna add a little bit more dimension to the back of my head. Alright, so now that we've got this like weird poof going on, you can kind of shake that out a little bit. We're gonna start grabbing sections on the side. And just the same thing, minus the teasing. I'm trying to figure out where I normally do my part. I think it's about right here. I usually wear a side part. Obviously, if you part your hair in the middle, you can part it in the middle. Just do whatever is more comfortable for you. When it comes to like the bangs, this is the part that gets a little hard. And you're gonna have to kind of do like what works best for your haircut. Mine's a lot shorter in the front because I did have straight across bangs a few months ago. So what I like to do is kind of try to blend this part in with this curl. So I use the very wide part and then I go down to the smaller, like really drastically. And then this should just kind of blend in with the rest of my hair. So now that everything is curled, we're going to hairspray. And then we're just gonna kind of shake out our hair a bit. And that's it. That's the finished look for soft beachy waves. I'm really sorry that my voice probably sounds a little weird. I have a really bad sore throat, but I really wanted to film today, so I did it anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more hair and makeup videos like these.